Welcome back guys, to another episode of the 7th Prince anime, but last time we saw that Silpha and Albert had arrived to take Lloyd back home, but the Assassin Guild couldn't tell them Lloyd was fighting against a super powerful demon because he wanted to hide his powers, and to distract them there were many demons blocking their way, so Albert and an unit were taking care of the minions, and one of them turned out to be an 8th rank demon, so Silpha was fighting with the guy, but she started making fun of him because she copied demon sword style from him, but to defeat him, Silpha takes out the sword that Lloyd had made specially for her because normal blades couldn't sustain Silpha's full power, so she elegantly defeated the demon like a shining silver knight, but on the other side, Lloyd was still in fight with Gurusarm. He was the demon who took control of Jade's body after killing him, but before his death, he tried to say something but Gurusarm didn't notice it and reads Jade's memories. He got to know that there are many blighted people out there, and what Jade was scared of was war, so Gurusarm wants to wage history's most bloodiest war. And on the other side, Silpha honored the swordsman whom that demon had killed and took over his body. She felt the hard work he had done for his swordsmanship, so Silpha thought it would have been nice to fight with him at least once, and their assassin guild prayed for the guy, and seeing them, Silpha realized they are not evil. So she spared them, but then suddenly the entire river in surrounding got vaporized. And the root cause of this was the little protagonist. Lloyd thought he made a wrong move this time, so a few minutes earlier while he was dodging out all the attacks, he was thinking of a way to counter those mana spears because they could easily pierce through his barrier. It's fast, it's strong, and Lloyd has to keep up the strongest mana barrier around him all the time. But what's more annoying is the crow's cursed speech attack that slips through the barriers, and not to mention the teleport attack. So what to do? Full-scale attack? No. But maybe. So Lloyd chants the biggest fire spell with double incantation to hit Gurusarm, but as expected that teleport ability saved him and the fire got the whole river vaporized. So Lloyd used chi to detect Gurusarm and got him, but still Grimm tells him to move out quickly or the guy would again use teleport to attack them. But Lloyd was still for a few seconds and yet no attacks came his way, so that explains that teleport needs knowledge of precise location for it to work because he knew where Assassin's hideout was, and until now Gurusarm was using his sight to target the attacks. So Lloyd stopped for a while and saw Gurusarm didn't notice him, so he wants to get close enough to stab him, but that's too risky. As for Gurusarm, he was waiting for Lloyd to attack him, but Lloyd sent his Earth clone to attack in a large scale. But Gurusarm was amused that Lloyd actually landed a hit on him. Their one Lloyd attacks him and Gurusarm thought he killed the real one since it has real magic sword, but he noticed why wouldn't the clones just disappear already, so he saw the Lloyd was a doll, a fake who had a real sword, so the real one is still within these clones, and the perfect spot for attacking could be above, and Gurusarm got attacked right from the front. Lloyd made a comedy out of him, and the clone got shuffled again and even created more of it, but Gurusarm still needs accurate location for the target. So who's gonna be the real one? Gurusarm was thinking, but Lloyd was still planning to go on and their Gurusarm thought to attack them all at once, that way the real one would show up, but that was a patty trick yet again, because Lloyd used a barrier on his clone to confuse him. Neat trick. So the massacre continues and Gurusarm was getting excited to fight a lowly creature such as a 10-year-old human boy. Their Lloyd was moving closer for an attack with his concealment magic to hide his presence despite being in danger. He had made a special magic sword for times like this which takes a spell and increases the welder's powers, plus it could be analyzed as well, so Lloyd was figuring out that teleport attack, but Grimm thinks Lloyd should run out while he can. But knowing him, Lloyd would never turn down a chance to learn a new magic, which is why Grimm acknowledged Lloyd, so Grimm made up his mind to support him, and Lloyd was finding a way in the teleport magic he was deciphering and learned the new bounds of reality. I think he got what Jade's message was and then he himself showed up. Gurusarm saw he has no barrier means Lloyd gave up, so he asked why was fighting until now. He's broken from the inside and that is why Gurusarm asked him to join his side. But Lloyd tried to explain in a way that Gurusarm could understand about the humans and their unyielding will and desire to become powerful, and right in a flash Lloyd lands a clean hit in the guts using breathing techniques to tap into superhuman powers. Gurusarm understood Lloyd landed a hit where he teleported, so dude lost his composure, and Lloyd was sitting like he doesn't care what he throws at him. It got on his last nerve, but what's the use when Lloyd could simply track him down wherever he teleports? It was an easy win going in for Lloyd, as he beats up Gurusarm to a pulp. Then he used an extreme heat ray and got just above the magma pole that Lloyd had made, so dropping down would be fatal even for a demon king. So Gurusarm tried to run out but was still beaten. Lloyd was thinking how he always gets lost in the sorcery, and always wondered how the people who created such magic were. Will they have dreams, or were they kind or fun people? But at the end Lloyd could only think about them. That is when he got the message from Jade, so Gurusarm was beaten up and had no cards to play, so Lloyd thought of ending the game now. But Gurusarm showed the difference between a demon and a human. Demons could control all the mana from the atmosphere, which is why they are invincible. Now that move really looked serious and the episode ended. But if you haven't seen the previous episodes, then I have made a playlist and the link is in the description, so watch it to understand the full storyline. Until then, take care.